Hey guys, Auto Bros here again, and today's video we're going to be looking at is the 2017 Ford Focus ST. Now I'm super excited about this car, man. I mean, this car does everything you need it to do. Now today what we're going to do is we're going to go over the outside of the car, inside of the car, different features, different packages, basically what you can get in the Ford ST if you are, curious about it, looking to purchase one, looking just to see, what can I get in this Focus ST. So we're going to take a look at the engine, the interior, exterior. We're going to take a look at the whole entire vehicle. So today we're going to also find out, does this car give you that X factor? And what I mean by X factor is does that car, and does this car give you that feeling of when you purchase it and you drive it down the road? Does it give you that feeling that it, excites you, gives you that level of excitement where you're sitting there and you're driving like, I would never want to drive anything else, and it gives you that emotional bond to that car. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that as well. Stay tuned. I'm going to put some extra links in here to see where you guys can find this vehicle at if you're interested in purchasing one. But other than that, let's continue. All right, so first up, guys, what we have here is the ST's engine. Now with these STs, what you're going to get is you are going to get a 2.0-liter EcoBoost engine. Now the EcoBoost engine here in these 2017 STs, what it's going to do is it's going to produce about 252 horsepower, and also it's going to put about 270 foot-pounds of torque. So one of the ways that it's able to accomplish those things is it does have a turbocharger that is put onto the vehicle as well. So it is a turbocharged vehicle. Now it's not the same that you're going to get in a Focus RS, and as soon as I'm able to get my hands on one of those for you guys, I'm also going to do a video on those, going over the differences between the ST, the RS. Is it worth the difference? Is it worth the extra money? Just to kind of give you guys an idea if you've been thinking about possibly purchasing one. So with these STs, now you can see, you can't see much of the engine because nowadays, with these newer vehicles, you have these engine covers that cover up a lot of the stuff in the vehicles. With it, and see the intercooler up front is a EcoBoost intercooler. And see what that's going to do for you guys is when you're accelerating, with the intercooler is going to cool the incoming air. But also what it's going to do is it's also going to increase the density of that air and the amount of oxygen that's going to go into the engine. And what that's going to do is result in an increased power output. So that's going to help you get more of that power, and that's what helps the engine produce, all 252 horsepower, and that's what helps assist that engine in doing that. Also, a lot of what you get is you can also get extra acceleration out of these vehicles. Now, with this engine, and also I believe does this with the RS for a little bit longer, so you can get about 15 seconds of about peak torque. Now, how you're going to do that is that the turbocharger in this vehicle, what it's going to do is that whenever it can sense that you're, upshifting, downshifting at a higher RPM and at a higher level, it's going to basically maximize that peak torque. So if you're at a lower RPM, it's not going to do that. But if you're at a higher RPM, I think it's around 3,000 to 3,500 RPM or above, then what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to have that peak torque on the vehicle. That way, you're going to have more power when you make those shifts. Let's go ahead and close this up, and then we can go over the rest of the vehicle. Get that all closed up there. Now let's go around the outside of the car. Now, the outside of the ST, it's got normal styling features, of any kind of Focus hatchback out there. It's nothing insanely different about it, except they do give you different wheels. We'll go over there here in just a second. They give you a spoiler on the back right there, and that comes standard with your STs. And the exhaust is different, so they have a different exhaust setup than in the regular Ford Focuses. Now your trim levels with these Focuses, they go S, SE, SEL, titanium, then you're going up to your STs, your platinums, not platinums, I'm sorry, the RS, and there's slight changes in the body on the interior, engine wise, horsepower, when you go up to those different trim levels. So with the ST, you can always tell because you're going to have those red ST badges, and no matter what exterior color you get, you're always going to get the red ST badges. So you automatically get one up front, and you also get one up here in the front grille, right there at the very front. Now, the fog lights, you know, they're going to come standard with your ST. Now, this is a base level ST that I'm showing you guys right here. We got a couple more coming in here soon, so that way, you know, if you guys are interested in seeing what a higher tier package is going to have in it, I can definitely show you that to you folks, no problem. Now, with the exterior features as well, you know, the hatchback is the only way that you're going to get one of these STs, or even the RSs in that matter, whereas with your S's, SEs, SELs, titaniums, you can get those in the sedan model instead of the hatchback model. So if you're a bigger fan of having that sedan look, which personally I have to say, and I'm not a massive hatchback fan, but this ST hatchback, I mean, it just looks good. You know, I mean, the car's known for being a sleeper. It's not something, you know, whenever you're driving down the road, you look at, oh, that's a, you know, you're not going to automatically say, oh, that's a quick car, oh, that's a fast car. But, you know, go up beside it, try to race it. I mean, it's going to give you a run for your money. Now, with these tires, there's different tire packages that you can get with these STs. So this, now this, even though this is a base ST, it does have the tire package on this vehicle. Now, your different tire packages with these, what you can get is you can get the performance tires, which are 235 by 40 with an 18-inch rim size, and they're Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric 2 wide rated summer only compound tires. So they're a lot softer, and they're going to have to be a lot grippier to give you that extra grip around the corners, because I mean, this is not an extremely fast car down a straight line. This car is meant for the back roads, going down, you know, fun handling, just a fun car to drive around. Honestly, a lot like a Miata, but with more practicality behind it. So I mean, as you could tell, you know, your front, your back, all this kind of stuff. And the rims, I mean, they're very, very good looking wheels. And they look good on the vehicle. I mean, there's not really something that I would change. I mean, if it's something that you wanted to customize about the car, if anything, I would just maybe plasti dip the wheels black, you know, and that would look good on the red, the white, the black, you know, you tint the windows out. All that kind of stuff would look really good on the vehicle. It's just not something, you know, but there's just, honestly, there's not a lot that you would really need to do to it, because it's already, I think, a very sharp looking car. So let's go over here. We'll go to the interior of the car, check out what we can get in here for you folks. So also one other thing as well is, you know, whenever you have the key fob right here in your pocket, you don't have to pull it out, just like your newer vehicles. All you got to do, press that button right there. It's going to unlock the vehicle for you. So it's really nice if you have a handful, can't reach into your pocket, any of those kinds of situations. So with this vehicle on the inside, you're not going to get, until you go up to your different package levels, a whole lot of exterior features, I mean interior amenities, luxuries, things like that. You're going to get what you need, which is really what it boils down to with these cars. So I'm going to scoot back my seat a little bit here, that way you guys can get a better idea of the vehicle. Let's see here, trying to cut out some outside noise. And I'm sorry about the low quality here, folks. You know, we're just getting this YouTube channel started up, and the more vehicles I can get my hands on and the more that I can check them out, you know, I'm going to upgrade in some higher equipment, you know, higher grade equipment, some stands, things like that. That way you guys will get better quality videos. So I do apologize about that. But for the time being, you know, I'm working with what I can. So with these, you know, on the car itself, so on the inside, you're going to have your different packages. You're going to have an S, just regular ST, like this car is right here. Then what you're going to have is you're going to call it an ST2 package. Now that ST2 package is going to change out your audio system. And what it does there is it gives you a sound system by Sony. So they put 10 speakers into the car, and they also add a subwoofer inside the vehicle as well. Now that's going to be more than likely in the trunk, being that I haven't seen an ST2 package in person just yet. They're going to put, more than likely, that's the only place that I could think of, because I have seen certain pictures where I believe it was put into the trunk. And then what you're also going to get is, you know, dual zone electronic automatic temp controllers. You're going to get an HD radio instead of the smaller radio like we have right here, which is not a touchscreen. It's all analog, so everything is controlled from right inside here. You're also going to get your HID headlights up front with the ST2 package, and then you're also going to get an overhead console. So right up here, as you can see, there's nothing up here except for your regular dome light, you know, your Bluetooth speaker for them to hear you when you're talking on your Bluetooth, your standard, you know, sun visors right here with your regular mirror right there. But also really cool is with these, so you see there's a little bit of a gap right there, but you can actually grab it and slide it forwards and backwards. You know, so if it's not blocking enough of the sun, you can always pull it to the exact perfect spot for you. That way you can really, you know, block the sun out, which is, it's honestly what I find with these vehicles is that it's a lot of the little things that make them comfortable, unique. It gives you that sense of, hey, you know what, this manufacturer, they really thought about me and what I do on a day-to-day basis when I drive this vehicle. I mean, it's really killer stuff, you guys. I mean, it really is. It's impressive. You know, each day that I get into one of these newer cars, I'm super impressed by what you can get in these cars. And the ride quality in this, I mean, it's really good. It's very good. I mean, it's nothing I would really complain about. Now, also with whenever you get the ST2 package, the extras you're going to get in here are going to be, as you can see, you have just the regular cloth seats. And this is, like I said, just a standard ST. But these are going to change out to be partially leather racing Recaro seats. So you have standard bucket seats in here right now, but you're also going to get those Recaro seats. So you're going to have the racing feel inside of the vehicle. So if that's a little bit more comfortable for you, that's more your style, you know, that's definitely something that you can get inside this vehicle. Then it also comes with your Sirius XM radio and then the Sync 3. So if any of you folks watched that Black Ops F-150 video that I put up, where I went over the sync video where it has the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all those extra great features that you can get inside the vehicle, you know, it's going to bring those and it's going to replace this with a bigger screen in there. That way you can have those touch screens, the navigation, Apple CarPlay, where you can bring your phone screen up onto the screen here, instead of having this smaller screen right here, which is not, you know, touch screen, you know, doesn't, you know, you can push anywhere you want to, it's not doing anything for you. Also, and the next step up from that ST2 package is going to be your ST3 package. Now, your ST3 package is going to include everything that you see here, plus everything that was in, I just told you about in that ST2 package. But then also what it's going to do is it's going to add some extra features, which are really cool features. So in the ST3, you're going to get ambient lighting. So you're going to have lighting down here in the floorboard area. You're also going to have lighting in the cup holders down here, around the rim right here. There's going to be little tubes of light down in there. So you have the little thing, you know, if you have a shorter drink, you can put that in there. But at the very bottom, if you can see down in there, there's going to be a little tube for your ambient lighting. So it'll actually light up at nighttime, which is really cool. And you can set the colors, whatever color you want to. Orange, blue, green, purple, yellow, red. I mean, whatever you want to set it as, you can set it as. And then also you're going to get carbon fiber interior package with that ST3 package. Now what that's also going to do is your boost gauge trim, which is right up here. This is your boost gauge. What it's going to do is it's going to have this inlay right in here with carbon fiber. So it'd be a really cool look. I haven't seen it just yet, but I bet that's going to look really good. And then you're also going to have your door grab handles right here. And these are going to be carbon fiber as well. Then on top of that, your parking brake handle right down in here, this whole thing is going to be carbon fiber, and as well as the shift knob that you have right here. Sorry, the sun's blocking that out. That whole thing is going to be carbon fiber as well. And then as well with that, you're going to have a 8-way power seat with a driver's seat, whereas in the ST standard, right, and as I'm in right now, you just have regular manual seats, you know, slide back, forth, all that kind of good stuff. And then you're going to have heated exterior mirrors. You're going to have heated seats as well as a heated steering wheel. Now also what that's going to add in is it's going to add in a full leather Recaro seats, because in the ST2 package with the Recaros, the partial leather is going to be around the outside areas, whereas the inside's still going to have cloth on it. And then also you're going to get security code, keyless entry pad. So on the outside of this door right here, on the outside, there'll be a little, where it's black and glossy looking, will be a keypad for you to type in a keypad in case you don't want to have to hit the little door handle button, or if you don't want to have to use your key fob to unlock the vehicle. So also you're going to get voice activated touchscreen navigation system. So the navigation that's going to be in it will all be voice activated, where you can just tell it what you want it to do, and it's going to go exactly where you want to go. So also what's really cool with these vehicles is when you purchase one, you actually, included in the price of the vehicle is actually a track day. So they're actually going to take you to a school out in Nevada, and it's really cool, and it's already included in the cost of the car. It's a classroom session of 30 minutes where they're going to have all these STs out there where they're going to basically teach you exactly how to drive, like a skid car exercise, braking and cornering exercises, forward 180s and parking box, and then an Urban X practice session where you're just going around an urban area, flying around, drifting, all sorts of other stuff. Now, really cool too is with these, you can have actually different drive modes. So you can actually have you know, a 3-mode advanced track, which you can either have it as standard, sport, or off. Now, it's not going to have that here in this base package right here, but what it allows you to do is it acts like a limited slip differential. So it will either brake on the inside front wheel if needed, or it'll also brake on the inside rear wheel to reduce some of that understeer if you don't want to have that understeer going on. And then the ST also uses a yaw sensor to identify the onset of understeer. So if the car senses that you're going to have understeer, it uses a yaw sensor to correct that, so that way you don't have that. So it's a really cool feature that's in this vehicle. Then also what you're going to have is with the advanced track, how I was saying you have the standard, the sport, or the off, it allows a little bit of wheel spin to a degree. And what it does is it allows you to maximize the performance of the ST. So it gives a more experienced driver to have the ability to use oversteer through a corner. That way you can drift this thing sideways if you wanted to, all that kind of good stuff. If you know you can, if you have the ability to do it, the skills to do it, all that kind of good stuff. Now another standard thing with the steering wheel, which is really cool looking, you have this flat bottom. Now I know a lot of you folks have probably seen the flat bottoms steering wheels in a lot of different vehicles. One reason for that though is actually because whenever you're shifting gear, your leg is moving what? Up and down, up and down, up and down. So that flat bottom gives you a lot more clearance with your knees whenever you're shifting the gears. So it allows you to have more leg room with it. It's actually a usability feature, not just a looks feature. I mean, not only does it look cool, but it's always very cool to look at. But it's very easy to use. So also, you know, you have, of course, you know, your center screen right here, which is going to have all sorts of different things that you can check out on the vehicle, where you can go through your different trips. You can see your distance to empty. You can see your instant fuel economy, what you're currently getting, average fuel, trip odometer, and then you can also go in here and you can check out your different stuff. Now you have different meetings, different areas inside each one of these settings. There's actually a whole nother list of information. So like say we go into information here, so you can do a system check. So you can go down, check out my key, which is where, say you wanted to set one of these keys to where if your son was to take it out or your daughter was to take it out, they can't go over a certain speed. You can set that up to where they're going to be a lot safer in the car. Then also, you know, you can see all that kind of good stuff. Check in on your keys. Let's see here, you go down to settings. We can go through here, take a look at it, driver assist. So we could turn like hill start assist. So if you're on a hill, the car's not going to roll back even though you're letting out the clutch and you're off the brake. It's going to hold in place, that way you don't roll back and touch the car behind you, which is a really nice feature. And then we have, let's see here, let's go back to that. Took me out of that. Let's see here. And then you can just check out the vehicle itself. So compass, lighting, all your different setting controls inside the car. So you can control a lot of that from in here as well. Now another really cool thing, I'm gonna see if I can be able to do this with one hand, but this car will actually let you know when is the perfect time to shift, and it'll let you know right in this little black area right down in here. You'll see it up, and then you'll see the next gear that you need to change it to once the revs hit a certain spot. So I'm gonna try to hold this right here and see if possibly I can do that. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let me put the e-brake down, put it into first. And I will tell you what, guys, this clutch is like butter. I mean, it is so easy. And with this car, it's so rewarding when you get those really crisp shifts. It just makes you feel good. So let's see here. Let's see if we can go. Okay, so we're in first. See, second. So it allows you and shows you exactly when, you know, you need to make those shifts, exactly when, you know, is the optimal time. But, you know, the vehicle, it sounds great, and it's not overpowering either. That's one of the really cool things about this car, is it's not overpowering at all. So whenever you're driving this car, you know, you don't get that massive amount of engine noise. You get just the right amount so you can hear that growl, that movement. You can hear all that kind of good stuff, and it gives you a you feel one with the car almost in a way, which is what you want in a sports car. The shift's extremely easy, and of course the new vehicles, you can't go all the way over to reverse, so you go like that, pulls up on that, and then you can go all the way over to reverse. And you do have a backup camera here with this base model. You still get that backup camera. So this, guys, this is basically just an overview here of the ST, everything that goes along with it. And I mean, there's still a lot more that I could cover with this, but I'm sure you guys don't want to watch a 30-minute video. But if you guys have any questions at all, or anything that I didn't go over that you guys were curious about, give me a call, or actually shoot me an email. I have my emails listed at the bottom of each video. That way you guys can check these out and really see if this is a vehicle for you. Find out if it's going to give you that X factor, and if not, maybe you need to look at a different Focus. Maybe you need an everyday driving kind of Focus. Maybe you need something that's going to be more comfortable and not as sporty. It's going to give you more of that practicality on every day. So if there's any kind of vehicle suggestions that you guys have that you'd really like to see me take out, a Raptor, as soon as we get an RS in, I'll definitely take one of those out. Any kind of Mustang GTs or any other just non-Ford vehicles, let me know, and then I'll take those out. We'll do a review, we'll take a look at them, and see if it's something that you guys would like to see. But again, I'm open to any suggestion out there. I'm here to help you guys make the best decision possible and see if these vehicles are going to be for you. That way when you go to the dealership yourself, hey, I watched that guy Phil on Auto Bros and he showed me all there is to know about this car, and I know it's the perfect car for me. So any questions you guys have, feel free to email me. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Definitely the faster we can grow this thing, the more I can invest and get you better quality videos, which of course I know that you want. So hope you guys have a great day. Drive safe. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.